I feel like I should talk about this knowing that the release is gonna come out soon, and I just watched the original just now on demand on Stars. You're probably wondering what it is, but I think the audio speaks for itself right now, what I was watching, and I don't know if it's loud enough for you to hear, or if you guys are gonna see this movie when it comes out in theaters, which is gonna be next week. I think this music alone is gonna show, for the record, that the release for the new movie, the new Jumanji that's gonna come out by, once again, by Sony. I'm not really excited about this because there's no reason for the new one to exist. The original Jumanji was fine on its own. It was fine in 1995, and I felt like I didn't want them to do that. Sony doesn't need to make another Jumanji movie. It's not necessary. There's no reason for it to exist. The first Jumanji took place, like, I don't know, in New England, where Alan Parrish gets this board game, then these dangerous things happen. 26 years pass, he's reunited with his childhood friend Sarah, and then these two other children, Judy and Peter, have to play the game, finish it, and then have all the stuff to disappear. Along the way, they encounter jungle animals, plants, man-eating plant, crocodile, pelican, and a hunter that's after them. Well, after Alan, nonetheless. I felt like this movie is great. I love this movie. It's a childhood classic, and does anyone else kind of find it odd that during the scene where there's that animal stampede in the city, that one of the elephants sounds like a velociraptor? I know it sounds weird when you see it on paper, but the noise it makes sounds like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park. Even in Jurassic World, where Blue makes those raptor noises. Anyways, Dwayne Johnson and the other actors in Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, I thought they were going to call the movie Jumanji 2. It was scheduled for, like, release. I don't know exactly when it was going to be released, but this Christmas, we're going to get the new one. Robin Williams was better, okay? I like Robin Williams being the main character for the first Jumanji. I have the DVD. It also came with the movie RV. I have it on demand. I mean, yeah, you can see right here that I do have a playlist of other movies I have here too. I got Trumpet of the Swan, Land Before Time, Invasion of the Tiny Sources, the Powerpuff Girls movie, Barney's Great Adventure, Jumanji I just watched, and Robots. Yeah, those are the... I like these movies. I'm gonna go watch Barney as soon as this thing is over. Don't judge me. So, are you guys excited for the new Jumanji? I've seen what it's about. I kind of feel that this is just stupid. The end of the movie, the first Jumanji, there are two random people that are walking on this beach, and they say, "What's that noise?" in a different language, and it shows Jumanji game board buried under the sand. But nope, not in this movie, not with the one with Dwayne Johnson. This one's a virtual game console that has Jumanji on it. That is just a blatant slap in the face. This is not Jumanji. This is not the game board. Why couldn't they just use the prop? Why couldn't they just use it? It's the same company. This is Sony. Okay, TriStar made the first one, and Sony and Columbia Pictures, I think, made the new one, I think. But that one thing alone, you can't add the game board. You had to put something modern, like a virtual game console. Why? I mean, I will give it a pass because they do have the tagline saying Jumanji, a game that's a game for people to seek to find a way to leave their world behind. I think that's what it's called. Oh no, wait, it's a game that people seek to find a way to leave their world behind. It's on the screen, and then when they touch the controllers, they get sucked inside the TV, and they're in the jungle. Okay, so, first off, I kind of like how one of the girls was changed into a man, Jack Black nonetheless, and they each become their avatars. I think it's kind of creative. I know what people are trying to say. Mitchie, it's supposed to be modern nowadays. They wouldn't want to follow the same formula because it'll be like the original. Because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have something related to the original. I think having the game pieces be replaced with just the console and the game controllers. I mean, yes, I see what they're going for. There is a crocodile also in the new Jumanji movie, as well as the stampede, and there's gonna be like a lot of funny scenes here and there. The first Jumanji is funny, but it's actually a pretty dark film. There are times where it feels like it should be rated PG-13 instead of PG. Well, luckily for Sony's skinny little necks, the new Jumanji movie is rated PG-13. But then that just raises up even more questions. Why do they need to be PG-13? This feels like a PG movie. Why are sometimes movies that are supposed to be rated PG end up being like PG-13 or PG or just G or R? They mostly have those kind of tie-ins, or they mostly have those kind of references to certain kind of movies, or they just have content in there that shouldn't be there at all. I feel like little kids who watched the original Jumanji would have been scared because the monsters, like the stampede, that man-eating plant, the monkeys, the mosquitoes, the lion, all this stuff, like, that's what made it creative. And the pelican. What does the new one have? Judging from the trailer, it's just gonna be like a helicopter chase, there's gonna be a stampede, there's a crocodile trying to eat Jack Black. I mean, I won't say much about it because it's still not released yet. I'm sorry, people. I've seen the Emoji Movie, which people say is bad, but I like, but for the first time ever, I don't think the new Jumanji movie is going to do any good. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's because I'm nostalgic. I don't know what it is. I just feel like if I watch this thing, it's just going to make me want to watch the original. It's times like those that make me feel like this should be directed by Joe Johnston that did the original. I don't think he even directs the new one. What happened? I think he does, or someone else does. I know it's not him. Because I think Joe Johnston would just say, no. Just no. Just continue where we left off. But then Sora's like, oh, well, we got Dwayne Johnson, and we need, action, and we need, humor. So why don't we just do what we want to do? No, Sony, you can't do that. If you want to make it successful, you gotta do it where they left off. You can't have it set in modern days. You can have it set in modern days, but you gotta have where they left it off. Don't do this new kind of story. But considering Dwayne Johnson did an excellent, great job as Maui in Moana, I feel like maybe he's gonna be a good main character like Robin Williams was. But I'm still debating whether or not, because I feel like Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle is just like Journey to the Mysterious Island. Because I think it's kind of set in the same location. And I even like Journey 2, to be honest. Yes, I like that one. It's funny, it's comedic, but the only problem with Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, and yes, they're playing Guns N' Roses' song Welcome to the Jungle in there, I just feel like it's not necessary. I feel like they should go back to the script and change it. Oh wait, no. It's gonna play on Christmas. It's too late to change it. Either this movie will be good or might exceed my expectations, or it'll be really bad. It'll be the first movie I've watched that I will not like. I don't know whether or not I'll watch it, but chances are, I don't think I will.